Hey YouTube, coming at you with another. Let's get that mic out of my mouth. Little Cup team. I showcased it because one, beer submitted it, and I don't have many, and two, it's got two Pokemon. I mean, it's got Shuckle, but I think he said it's underpowered. Let me actually read what he says first. I wanted to submit some Halloween Cups to show what I came up against. I saw a couple of teams with great counters to the top meta picks. I used four different Pokemon after getting frustrated with miss switching and simply wanted to be able to compete. So the fourth Pokemon is low kicks, which it only in one in these battles it was only one of the 10, so I didn't put it in. Any advice is appreciated. Keep up the work. Uh, so thanks for this mission. Yeah, so these are like as you can see, rank 20, lower range, and when you're like the more top range, people are just like full meta, right? People are uh, Shuckle, Mural, uh, Skorupi. And so when I saw, yes, it has Shuckle. I think, I don't know if it's underpowered or not, but when I saw Shuckle, but then I saw Poochyena and Nidoran female, I'm like, Nidoran female was like kind of like a spicy one. Actually, not even spicy. It was like a top 10 in the open Little Cup before XLs dominated it. And Poochyena was like, Poison Fang plus Dig. That's actually kind of an interesting combo because you have Poison Fang for the Mural and then you have Dig for the Shuckle. So I'm like, okay, let's test it out. Although I think Dig is actually neutral because of its half bug. So Shuckle against Pooch. So we will see. Okay. Um, their opponent Shuckle seems to be using some sort of bug type fast move. So that's why it's hitting. You also just threw a, well, if you're Poison Fang, the thing with Poison Fang, it is resisted, but it does lower their defense, so it's not like the worst thing in the world. Um, Unfortunately, what do they have? A 415, so it's not fully powered up, but it's decent enough. Going for a second lowering of the attack here, or defense here. And then going to give up switch into your own Shuckle. Now, your Shuckle has Rock Throw, and the other Shuckle is, I mean, both Shuckles are half bugs, so, and then they throw a Gyro Ball. Quite the moveset on this other Pokemon. But you, obviously, with the Rock Throws, have an advantage in this mirror match, despite yours being slightly underpowered compared to theirs. Get off, what one was the Stone Edge or the Rock Blast? Get off the Stone Edge, this will one-shot, and out comes Dino, and 498. It's not underpowered, but man, does it seem like it's underpowered. Holy smokes, those rock throws are really adding up. I did not expect those to add up as much from a Shuckle, but I guess I'm so used to a defensive heavy Shuckle, um, not like non-shadow as well. So like low IV, or no, you need a hundo anyways. Never mind, sorry. You need a hundo to maximize it. So I guess we're just looking at the extra shadow bonus here. Anyways, getting to Nidoran. If you haven't used Nidoran, I mean, first of all, it's a great matchup, but Nidoran is so spammy. Poison Sting is obviously super fast charging. Sure, I spelled that right. Poison Sting is super fast charging, and you get to these moves very quickly, and being able to lower their attack or defense very quickly with the Poison Fang and Snipe here. So Nidoran was always one of the better ones, quite honestly. Why does it look like that font's a little smaller? Because it is. Okay. Um, Mawel is half fairy, half steel. So your fast move is resisted, and you are throwing a resisted charge move as well. Uh, so you're gonna go down here. Okay, we're gonna try and get off a second Poison Fang. They just buffed their attack. So just going, again, Dig is super, I don't know why you're not going Dig, because Dig is super effective, and Poison Fang is resisted. They end up shielding. Yeah, you have no steel answer, which is fine, because there's not a ton of steals in this meta. Shield up, Power Punch, oh boy. And still throw a move. Even though their defense is 2 times lower because you're Poison Fang. I'll give you some constructive criticism soon because you're showing me why you're in the. Um, they also said their ELO is 1920 to 1980, still haven't quite made it to ace yet. And, and some of these moves are showing me a 1980 range here, starting with typing, matchups, stuff like that. But get off the Stone Edge. This just shows like how you can so easily hide behind Shuckle in this meta, right? When the other two Pokemon, when Pooch does not seem good, it's not even ranked good, so it's not a good Pokemon. Nidoran, I can argue is decent. This is a okay. That's a good switch. Nidoran as a safe swap, good. They're not switching out fast enough. Raticate, so easy Poison Fang here. And then Body Slam is correct. Yeah, the thing with like the Poison Fang combo, a lot of people used to like the Poison Jab Poison Fang combo, so, which you get on like Nidoqueen. So when you do the Poison Fang, your moves are like really adding up. But Poison Sting, yes, got slightly buffed, but still not a good move, right? It's still mostly a fast energy generating move. So you're not getting a ton of damage on these Poison Stings. So getting off the Poison Fang to lower defense is fine, but in the long run, you just still need to throw some Body Slams and throw some other Poison Fangs to really do some damage with Nidoqueen. Throwing the Poison Fang because everything is resisted here. Again, you're seeing a second steal. There's not a lot of steal in this meta. Um, but it's not too bad. And then you decide to give up Shuckle. Okay. I understand you have Poison Fang on Pooch. It is also dark, and you just went into a Charmer. Um, so you do manage to lower their defense. Going to just go for the Rock Blast. From a Shuckle, I do not expect this to do anything really, which means they're probably going to get to a move here. How much is like a Grass Knot or whatever they're going to have do? Seed Bomb. Not much. So just commit to the... Okay, smart on them to get out and try and snipe you here. Shadow Fortress, Mirror Shot. Mirror Shot is super effective. Steal against the rock. So get to a Stone Edge. This will be resisted, but maybe everything's classy enough that this will take out, and that is exactly the case. And now, who is going to win first in the fast move throwdown here? A tie. Tie that game. Yeah, MS. So this is a great lead because it's Ghost. Stay tuned this afternoon for the MS analysis. They're staying in. Um, now you go dig? Yeah, I guess Ghost Poison Fang is resisted, so might as well just try and take this out. Um, and out comes Cottony, so this is an instant subterminator, and there we go. Throwing that Poison Fang quick, just so these things add up a bit, just because it is double super weak to poison. It's easier just to like try and get this out ASAP. Honestly, I would, yeah, okay. There's an argument there that you should just like, with the resisted charms, just Poison Sting down and shield if you need to, and then come up with a bunch of energy. But I guess energy is useless against a ghost, but we're still shielding. I don't like the shield here. You have Pooch in the front, which is such a good answer, and then you have Shuckle, which is going to beat the majority of stuff in the back. So there doesn't seem like a reason to shield here. Going to eventually just come in here. But you're not even sacrificing. Okay. Um, trying to get the farm down. Don't get it. All they have in the back is a Sandy Geese, and now you just come to resisted farm down, and they're going to take you out, and now you got them a little bit ahead on energy. Um, we'll see how much these moves do. Santium lowers your defense, so they can just continue to lower your defense. Your moves are resisted. Um, although they're so tanky. Going for the stone, I just will chip a good amount, even though it's resisted. Um, they need to throw like, do they not have like some other harder move than Santium? If they have a harder move than Santium after your defense is lowered times 2 times, I think they would have had a chance for this. Just throw the Rock Blast. Just throw the Rock Blast. My man. Make me break out of my man. Okay. Let me just stop here because I'm sure my audience is getting just as WTF is going on as I am right now. Okay. You are at a 2000 ELO range. Um, and you play every bit of that 2000 ELO range. Politely, right? So I gotta be nice. Your typing, you don't seem to know. It's not even that it's not, how do I say this? I think you know basic typings because like you stayed in with Pooch against the Ghost. You came in with Nidoran against the Fairy Grass. So I think at the base level you know typings. Uh, I don't think you're making the right. Uh, I say some because you have often thrown poison fangs into steel when you have a dig on Pooch, which is like they're basically they seem like close to the same energy, or at least maybe dig's probably slightly more. But you can definitely just throw the dig there. And then you also have a huge um, flaw in your like your typing, not your typing, so like your matchups, just like analyzing the win con, analyzing like how much damage moves should do, what move to throw at the right time, um, on full display there, where um, just like let me just go back to this matchup because it was just so set up so easy for you here. You have a fantastic lead. They get out and get into their botany, which you immediately come in and dominate with. So again, the first thing is, let me just play this full match back because let me just comment on all the things that I would do differently. Throwing the Poison Fang right away, no problem with this one. When it does, when they shield, and you have a 2 shield advantage and they have none, and these charms are resisted, right? Look how much those charms are doing to you, almost nothing. Let me just back up a little bit here. Um, watch how much the charms are doing to you and watch how much your poison stings are doing to them, right? Almost nothing to you, and those poison stings are chunking. There was absolutely no reason to throw a move here, especially with the 2 shield advantage. You farm all the way down, you take that advantage into the next matchup. This matchup, okay, you didn't do that, fine. Next matchup, you now have a 2 shield advantage with a Shuckle and a leftover Pooch. You have a terrible matchup here. You can't throw anything here, but you can dominate with Pooch, and then Shuckle can potentially still run whatever's in the back. There's no reason to shield here. Um, just let this Pokemon go. Come back in with Pooch, especially when you don't have any energy. Come back in with Pooch, Snarl, get ahead on energy there, maybe shield a move, come out with a Poison Fang, and dig for whatever's in the back. Then you give up Switch. You give up Switch right into your hard counter, which then you burn the second shield for no reason. So now you just burn the second shield, trying to commit the farm down. Your clock is not ringing how much damage they are doing. So you just get fully farmed down when you should have thrown the move. You then come in, you don't even wait to see what they have. You then come in with a resisted Pokemon because your Rock Throw and Poison Sting are both resisted. But if that's the case, don't come in just to get taken out here. And then, as we fast forward in this matchup, oh, I guess I cannot fast forward. As we fast forward in the matchup, um, you got to know how much basic damage does. And yes, I know that Rock Blast is resisted, but they're like 3 HP and we're in a little cup here. Like it's gonna take out. You've gotta like be aware of what's happening in this situation. They're like almost 1 HP shield death away from being taken out here. You gotta throw the Rock Blast. So in that one matchup alone, there was like 5 misplays. And it's I'm not meaning to laugh at you like what are you doing? Because everyone's at their own pace in this game. Everyone's at different parts in this game. But it's difficult for me to like try and be like pinpoint like you should go work on this because with some people it's just like go work on your fast move typing or fast move timing. Go work on your typing, which I think you should. Go work on um, understanding win con stuff like that. It's like you got a few that are on the list here. So for example, what should you do here? You got a dark against a fairy. You do have a poison fang though, so like, with the poison fang, there's actually an argument you should stay and or instant swap. I'm fine with either, quite honestly. There's an argument you could stay with Snarl and just kind of outpace with the Poison Fangs because they don't have Fairy type moves, right? Or just come to your hardest answer that this hardest answer has Body Slam, so it can maybe deal with some stuff. That's fine. Joltik, when you have Poison Fang, you should probably be throwing it quick. Like I'm all for not throwing it exactly when you have it, but when you have a move that lowers your opponent's defense or something, you throw it pretty quick just to get it off. And you got 2 shields, so let it go. Low enough. You have Shuckle against the bug. take that move, fine. Shuckle instantly in, perfect. You don't throw a move, you just farm down. You're not even going to get two moves, so it's not even going to give you the option. Get to the Stone Edge, throw a Stone Edge, and then, um, yeah, you can just stay in this matchup, or, yeah, you know what, I don't hate either. Uh, Going for the dig. Dig will be neutral here, and it's almost enough to one-shot. Do farm down, so this is a pretty easy matchup, Poison Fang. Okay, that's exactly how you should have played that matchup. Fairy, so instant swap into your and get hit hard here. Okay, so this is terrible. And this is, see, I would never recommend this strategy in like a, I mean, I wouldn't even recommend the strategy now, really, but Shuckle can also get punished. You never, in these matchups, they have a fairy on the front. They've got an answer to poison in the back because fairies maybe fire, but realistically, they got an answer, especially in this meta, they got an answer to poison in the back. You don't run a fairy unless you have an answer to the poison. So coming in with your hardest answer immediately just allows them to come in and punish you immediately. And that's exactly what's happening here. You are now against a ghost type, which resists the poison moves, and it also resists your body slam. So you have absolutely nothing to throw at this. They know that. They're just coming to the, oh, I was about to say, meh, they could have missed the farm down, but you're going to get to a third move. So they know that they're just loaded with energy. They're going to keep switch. I don't think they have anything. You should just farm down all the way. That's fine. You take this move. It's gonna hurt. They may have return. You might want to shield. Yeah. They have return because it's the you can see the white smoke, which means they're likely running return. Um they get into Scroopy though. Scroopy does have Aqua Tail and it's a shadow, and you're a shadow. So you might, yeah, I was gonna say you might want to shield just because this would do a lot of damage. I would throw the Focus Blast here. I know you're coming to the farm now, but they're gonna want to get off this Aqua Tail because they're a shadow. So you need to force that shield there, right? I would have just gone Rock Blast and forced that shield early because you either take them out and they don't land that Aqua Tail, so you don't have that damage done to you, or um, you grab that shield and then put yourself in a better position in the long run. Just like farming down just to allow them to do like a lot of damage on, not a lot, but it's a lot on a Shuckle of a Aqua Tail, shadow on shadow. Just put you in a bad spot, and now you're in the position where they got basically again two fast move Pokemon left. You have a Charm user here and an Astonish user. Astonish is not a true fast move, but oh, they only have 1 HP. Never mind. I forgot how much HP they have. You may actually win this matchup. Um, that was me just not paying attention how much health they had left on the Astonish user. Okay. You could take a move. Have we even seen Pooch take a move? Because you're shielding up everything, which I get. You have a Shuckle, so you have something that can take the moves, and this probably can't take moves. So I understand shielding. Yeah, have you also seen why this Pokemon is garbage? Nidoran, um, you're so going into the thumbnail and title because Screw Shuckle and Pooch is just not it. Gonna get farmed down there. That's fine. Gonna come Shuckle, even though they have super effective Aqua Tail, even a neutral Aqua Tail and Nidoran would chip, so just take it on this Shuckle. A Greninja. Oof, this Hydro's gonna hurt. Yeah. So going to get to the Poison Fang, they may shield because they could potentially get a Hydro off here and Hydro off. Oh, no. Why would they? They got their own Shuckle. So I'd be throwing these Poison Fangs to lower their defense. Are they down to one Pokemon? Or do they still have two? Two, they can reset this. They still have two. Okay. They still have two to reset. Um, gonna get off the Rock Blast here. So it's such a weird matchup here. I don't mind lowering their defense a bunch, but they're just going to reset. So I would almost like hold this and go into Shuckle because what I think is going to happen is you're going to go down here. or you just drained all your energy, and then they're gonna reset. Yeah, that's a very obvious play. So I think what you do is you hold that third Poison Fang. I don't mind getting off two and forcing it out, but throw those two, force it out, come in here, force it out to reset. You take it down, they come back in. Your switch timer, this matchup's going to take forever, so your switch timer is going to come up, and then you come back in with the Nidoran and Poison Fang down to make it easy to like Stone Edge and Rock Throw the rest of it. Um, Now they have a shield advantage. They're probably going to go Stone Edge here. Why are we just going Rock Blast? Like, the damage per energy on Stone Edge is a million times better, is it not with Shuckle? Like, Rock Blast is more of just like a bait crap move. Yeah, not even close. 40 for 60 for 1.5 damage per energy, and Stone Edge is 55 for 120, 2.18. And I know some you're trying to like bait and stuff like that. Go Stone Edge. Like, there's very rarely instances where I'd want to go Rock Blast. You do manage to take them out, but I think it's just because they weren't going Stone Edge. Okay, you're gonna stay in here, throw some digs. Nope, you're gonna throw the resistant move first. They're never gonna shield this. That's the only problem, right? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Why why would you shield anything if you're a Shuckle? Never mind a Pooch's first move. Um, Going for another Poison Fang. Okay, at least they held the shield on that one. You gotta throw to take you out, and you're shielding. No, let this go. You have, this isn't even gonna take it out. This is the problem. This is not gonna take it out. You have your own Shuckle. You've already lowered its defense a couple times. You're still gonna go down here. So instead of losing switch even shields, I mean, instead of losing switch up shields, you're now losing switch even shields. So you gotta know when to let those Pokemon go. I don't mind shielding a Stonage there because that would hurt super effective. And you got to kind of keep this alive because now you burned all your shields and you're screwed. Okay, top left. No, there's nothing you can do. You have no Pokemon for this. No moves for this Pokemon. Everything is resisted. So this game is beyond over. Um, and these if they throw Nightshade, it is going to chip even punches are chipping, but Nightshade would really chip if they had it. Yeah, you again, you kind of lost it as soon as your your use of shields is possibly the most concerning thing out of everything, quite honestly. I mean, throwing some of the poison fangs into like resisted moves, resisted, like, okay, I can kind of see throwing the poison fang when you're trying to like lower their um defense and stuff. But your use of shields, like, you gotta know you gotta know when to hold them and gotta know when to fold them. Like, you gotta be able to let Pokemon go if they've done their job and they're not anywhere in your win cons. Anyways, here's low kicks because maybe you're seeing too many of those, um, too many ghosts maybe to deal with in the back end here. So you just want to deal with something better here. Um, and really chipping. Yeah, I mean, this thing is very attack heavy. So a lot of chip damage. Oh, they only have a 360. Never mind, that's only a 361 Shuckle. So it is very, very underpowered. Um, if your Shuckle is not at least 400 CP, there's no point of using it. Now Nidoran, all your moves are resisted. You're going to just lower their defense and then come in here. Gotta just take the move. It is a Stone Edge, but again, it's a super underpowered Shuckle, so that's not doing much. Golett is in again. This will chip. It's just a punch. Gonna come into the farm down, and then we see him be tie awkwardly, and now we shield. Ugh. Yeah, that's the other thing. Again, you gotta have a timer. If you don't count like I don't count, you gotta have a timer in your head about like when these things are gonna hit you. and for how much. Because a couple times you now just like that one just like didn't know they were good to move, and then you see MP lost. Sometimes you got farmed down. Um, they shielded again for some reason too. They have a Nidoran that won't have any move for you. So you can go Stone Edge here to chip huge. And then you got your own Nidoran in the back to deal with this. Okay. Okay. Your this team is hidden behind Shuckle a lot. Pooch is useless. Low kicks is useless. Um, Nidoran I don't mind. The only problem is like why. The only thing I will say about Nidoran is why use a Nidoran when you can use a Scroopy when Scroopy actually has a water move for Shuckle and Nidoran just gets walled by Shuckle. So there's no point from that perspective. I would rather just use Shuckle. Maybe Shuckle because honestly, maybe Shuckle's going in the thumbnail. It's like even an underpowered Shuckle shows can carry a team, can carry a bad team. Like that's essentially it. Even an underpowered Shuckle can carry a bad team is essentially the title. Is going to be the title of this thumbnail. If I forget, if I remember, have to go upload that and do it right now. Okay. Anyways, thank you for this mission. Hope it wasn't too harsh. Just yeah, definitely some things to work on if you wanted to improve. Anyways, that is it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.